They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Jets.
For Indianapolis.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa, eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Nice pass rush there by Justin Houston, culminating in a sack. And the move to Indianapolis in 2019, absolutely rejuvenating. Plus, he changed positions from outside linebacker to defensive end and had his first double-digit sack season since 2014.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And here's Rodgers on the return. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Check. Check, hot route. Hot, hot.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Naeem Hines, his first carry, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First and 10, Taylor now. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Naeem Hines, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
53, Mike 53. Sunday. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wentz. This one into the hands of Burton. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
26 Mike, let's go.
Wentz going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Jets 0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
At the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 5. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley, and even 60 yards. They'll try and run forward with Barkley, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
With the score, Colts 7, Jets nothing.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
So all even at 7 as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
22-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Check the backer. Check.
On play action, it's Wentz. Shakes off the sack. Forced out to his left. He's got his tight end, Burton. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We're talking about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
46 down, man.
Wentz. That's pulled in by the rookie from USC, Michael Pittman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
26 Mike. Let's go, D. Whip. Watch the whip. Slam. Check. Fresh down. Check 50. Check 50. Let's go. Great.
Now Wentz again. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Check. Lefty. Kill. Check 31. Check. Crunch. Man 5-7. Bring it.
Here's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
26, Mike. 20. I think you got it, son. Hey, we're good. Great 57.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Lefty. Corky, 82, Corky. 26 Mike.
Wentz now on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Double up. He's coming, double up. 36. Quick edge. Come.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Hey, 26 Mike. Watch the screen. 57. Out. Hey, kill. 26 Mike.
To throw is Wentz. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to pass. Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
A 49-yard gain on the play. First down, New York.
A first down carry for Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
The kick is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
He's got Burton here.
Wentz's pass.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
26 Mike. Get the ball. No. Shoot. He's checking. Crash. Check. 82.
Wentz now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Wentz. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Hines. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The give to Taylor. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Taylor. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Again, it's Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the Jets' 4-yard line.
They run with Hines. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
It's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete to Saquon Barkley.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 21. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's a gain of 6.
On 1st down, Barkley. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
And goal at the 5-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Tua going to try and run, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Houston on the stop.
Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
25-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth.
16.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Throwing on first is Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. They'll get 3 up to midfield. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range.
Watch the twist.
They run once more with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. On the option, this is Wentz. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They get this out quickly to the left side, but he will be. He will not come close to the marker. They had to go for it with some